alone, alone. Lies I don't condone. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. Mm, mm, mm. Was the me button for these intrusive thoughts? Why did I just think I'm just an afterthought? I called the story that God never wrote me. Nearly confided it's Mr. Weston, like please hold me tightly so I can feel what it's like to truly love me rather than deny me. Casually asking if I'm having sun locking up in my room. Don't it witness this? I'm not alone. But alone. But alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Don't pick up the phone. Mm, 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 mm. I'm not alone. When I felt alone, I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone. When I felt alone, I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. I'm not alone. When I felt alone, I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Where's the mute button for these intrusive thoughts rather than, oh my God. Even. Mm. What's the mute button for these intrusive thoughts? Why did I think I was just an afterthought? Caught the story that God never wrote me. Nearly confiding in Smith and Wesson. Please hold me tightly so I can feel what it's like to truly love me rather than deny me. Casually asking if I'm having sun locked up in this room. Don't I witness this hot wreck? Was to take precedence. I am not worthless. Box me in claustrophobic. I still found my purpose. I became heroic by seeking therapy. A man that's supposed to suck it up and be senseless casualty. It's time to end the stigma and those silent wars. Pick myself up from the bedroom floor. I know that I'm still worth fighting for. You lied cause I know this help. Yes, outside my door. Yeah. Mm, mm. What's the mute button for these intrusive thoughts? Why did I think I was just an afterthought? Caught the story that God never wrote me. Nearly confided in Smith and Wesson. Please hold me tightly so I can feel what it's like to truly love me rather than deny me. Casually asking if I'm having sun locked up in this room. Don't I witness this hot wreck? Voice to take precedence. I am not worthless. Box me in claustrophobic. I still found my purpose. I became heroic by seeking therapy. A master supposed to suck it up and be senseless casualty. It's time to end the stigma and those silent wars. Pick myself up from the bedroom floor. I know that I'm still worth fighting for. You lied cause I know this help. Yes, outside my door. That's not the best one I did so far. I'm keeping this one. Um, really Mm. The verse two. I'm not alone. Mm, 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 mm. I'm not alone. Um, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. Da da da. But I am bold. I'm not lies I don't condone. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. Call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. Thank you for seeing the value in me. You were my saving grace and my serenity. You talk me like the lawyer. You think you won my race. You're just a liar because I wasn't wasting space. It's okay to prioritize my mental health. It's okay to write affirmations and call for help. Don't prioritize me. I'm still the future. No more self-abuse potentially. Done. I'm not waking up yet with blood on my back. I didn't finish the lyric. Um, mm. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone. when I felt alone. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. Thank you for seeing the value in me. You were my saving grace, my serenity. You talk me like my lawyer. You ain't just run my race. You're just a liar because I wasn't wasting space. It's okay to prioritize my mental health. It's okay to write affirmations, call for help. They can't memorialize me. I'm still the future. No more self-abusive tendency. That's not like how I will maneuver. I'm not waking up with blood that's on my bed. I'm not waking up wishing that I was dropping dead. The narrative of I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. Get the help that I am owed. Thank you for seeing the value in me. You were my saving grace, my serenity. You talk me like my lawyer. You ain't this run my race. You're just a liar because I wasn't wasting space. It's okay to prioritize my mental health. It's okay to write affirmations, call for help. They can't memorialize me. I'm still the future. No more self-abusive tendency. That's not like how I would maneuver. I'm not waking up with blood that's on my bed. I'm not waking up wishing that I was dropping dead. The narrative of I'm not you for seeing the value in me. You were my saving grace, my serenity. You talk me like my lawyer. You ain't this but my race. You're just a liar because I wasn't wasting space. It's okay to prioritize my mental health. It's okay to write affirmations, call for help. They can't memorialize me. I'm still the future. No more stuff abusive tendency. That's not like how I would maneuver. I'm not waking up with blood that's on my bed. I'm not waking up wishing that I was dropping dead. The narrative of saving grace, my serenity. Uh, 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 uh. Thank you for seeing the value in me. For seeing the value in me. You know, then kiss my serenity. Thank you for seeing the value in me. You must increase my serenity. Thank you for those whose birth is with me, and then there was one than me in cemetery, and then there was one than me in the cemetery. Pursuing the value in me. In my saving grace and my serenity. Thank you for those who held space for me. God have bigger plans for me. Mm-hmm. Saving lots of people who never thought they were equal. Let's saving lots of people who never thought they were equal. No more victimizations or sequels. I'm done playing the sequel. I'm done playing I'm done playing the sequel. I'm done playing the sequel. Like saving the lives of people. They will never feel like they were equal. No more victim stations. Um listen to playing the sequel to a story I was in casting for. I was in casting for. Uh, mhm. Thank you for seeing the value in me. You my saving grace, my serenity. Thank you for those who have space for me. God have bigger plans, yes, for me. For me, like saving lots of people who never thought they were equal, like saving lots of people. Oh, that flow. Thank you for seeing the value in me. You were my saving grace, my serenity. Thankful for thankful for those who have space for me. Thankful for those who thankful for those who hold space for me. Thankful for those who hold space for me. You were my serenity. You were my serenity. You were my serenity. What is this serenity? You were my saving grace. You were my saving grace. My serenity. For those who hold space for me. Mm. Like saving lots of people. Like saving lots of people who never thought they were equal. No more victimization. I'm done playing the sequel to a story I was in class for the same Rigo. Like saving lots of people who never thought they were equal. No more victimization. I'm done playing the sequel to a story I was in class for the same Rigo. Mm, it hurts. I never thought they were equal. Like seven lots of people never thought they were equal. No more victim station, I'm downplaying the sequel. True story, I wasn't classified as an eagle. I'm now waking up with blood on my bed. I'm now waking up, yeah, wishing I was dead. My word, there's not shambles at my feet. Are you were concerned? I'm now waking up with blood on my bed. I'm not waking up wishing I was dropping dead. My word, there's not shambles at my feet. You were concerned, you were concerned. I don't, you were concerned because I don't claim defeat. I don't know. I'm not concerned. Ugh. I did this. I learned to. Okay. I'm not waking up with blood on my bed. I'm not waking up wishing I was dead. My word is not in shambles at my feet. My word is not in shambles yet on my feet. Not to discern this battles. Not to discern. Um, not to discern. I'm not waking up with blood on my bed. I'm not waking up. I was dead. Wishing I was dead. My word is not in shambles at my feet. My word is not in shambles at my feet. Not to discern that I'm not. I'm not waking up with blood on my bed. I'm not waking up, yeah, wishing I was dead. My word is not in shambles on my feet. Not to discern that women cry. Not to discern that women cry. Just got my potential. Just got it, man. Isolation, maybe. Sure. Mm. Yep. I like this one. As a label love favor covers over me, I won't succumb. Label me as a worthy king. As I label love faith, yeah, covers over me, I won't succumb to curse. Label me as a worthy king. As a label love favor, yeah, covers over me. I won't succumb to curse. Label me as a worthy king. As a label love favor covers up over me, I won't succumb to curse. Label me as a worthy king. As a label love, let me look a bridge. The bridge illustrates gratitude. Say that twice already. If you do the hop, I'm not alone, I'm not alone, I'm not alone. I will never fall. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. 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 I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone, as I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone, the same victim mode. I'm not alone, just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. Change it up, change it up, change it up. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Mm. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. The same victim mode. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I'm owed. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. The same victim mode. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Mm. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I would never fold. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. The same victim mode. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I'm owed. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. I will never fold. I'm not alone. Lies I don't condone. You call me weak, but I am bold. I'm not alone when I felt alone. I'm not alone. The same victim mode. I'm not alone. Just pick up the phone. It's okay to get the help that I am owed. Yes. Oh, that's the realize. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just like literally, this is Christmas Eve. I'm working on a song called I'm Not Alone. Just as a reminder that especially during the holidays, a lot of people feel isolated. I sometimes isolate myself for good reason, in the sense, working on my craft. There's times where it's like I really know like it's important to just have that alone time with my thoughts, because I'm a creative, you know, and it's so easy to be distracted by everything. Just have that quiet time to say, the song will serve people, and I'm so happy about working on the song, because the song is, very inspired by this being in during the pandemic, just that isolation of like not being able to go out, just being, in the confines of just like a workspace and a room, and without gym. It was very isolating for me, and I really realized that after, through the pandemic, I realized there was so many hardships mentally that I had to, or got to experience during that time, and they were crippling. Times where I felt alone, I was self-abusive to myself, times when I would curse myself out, pinch myself, slap myself in the face, and it was very, it was disgusting, to, witness myself putting me through that much, putting myself through that mental abuse, and also believing that I was alone in the moment, and this also reminds me of, when I did, almost commit suicide in front of my sister with an ammonia bottle in my hand. And it was during a time like that. Like I actually like realized that there were people for me. Like my friends were there during that day after, during when this happened. And there were so many people who were reaching out to me, making sure I was okay, praying for me. And it was just like, it's like I was taken back because, again, you know, it's not a victim story. It's just like a testimony, because we go through situations and we feel like we're the only ones who go through it, and it's like, you know, we have so many people who go through it, but they don't say anything, and then you think you're alone. It's like, no, because when you get into the right spaces with the right people, and they are willing to share what they've been through, that's, someone else's story also of what they've been through, and also you find yourself in their stories too. Like, for me, it was just that moment when I'm just like, oh, I thought I'm alone. Like, nobody understands my depression. It's like, and then I didn't realize that some of it really was self-imposed, because again, even though I wasn't diagnosed with mental illness, I realized that by thinking that I was alone and being isolated and not reaching out, at the time when I did, and or doing it haphazardly, put me in that mental space where I was spiraling. Like it was to the point where I was chasing different vices. I was, drinking on the low, times when I wanted to just like, I'm like, oh, I wish I had like, a puff of weed or something. Just to anything vice to just alleviate the pain, the mental pain that I was going through during the pandemic. And it was just, times where I was thinking about jumping out the window, you know what I mean? Because I was just like, what is, and it's like swallowing lead. Times I wanted to overdose, and it's just like all these things that I went through. It's like it really reminded me, like, take a breath, and it's like, okay, is like a fact that I'm alone, or is that like something I made up? Again, we make up these stories in our heads sometimes, and we meditate on it so much that we believe it's true. So if you're listening to this, I encourage you to put that on a fact check or something. Like, am I alone? Is are you isolating yourself, thinking that you're the only one going through it? Um, and reaching out to people who may be experiencing those same thoughts, or just being in a supportive support group, like things like that, so that you don't have to feel like you're alone in a box. Because again, like when I was going through it, I was just isolated. Like I was 6 months without a phone, you know, I had it off all the time. So during that 6 months, I didn't realize that like, oh, I'm putting myself in a position where I feel alone. Again, you know what I mean? Because again, we go through situations, and that situation during the pandemic when I was going through my hardships, I realized I chose to take off the phone. I chose to not reach out. Even though I did afterwards, it was just the principle like that initial thought of like I'm taking off my phone, I'm disconnecting social media. That was something that I chose to do. Again, my verbiage, I chose that. No one said take off your phone. No one said don't reach out to people. So sometimes we get into situations mentally because we're choosing that route. We're making a choice. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad I made the choice to seek therapy, to reach out to people on Zoom and really speak my piece and speak my truth. And I'm so thankful that, I found the right people to speak my message, to, because again, a lot of people are so quick to judge people who are, in a sense depressed because of the fact that like it's a stigma, or like people think, oh, it's just a button, oh, you wake up, you'll be fine. It's like, no, unless you dealt with it like in real time, you'll know that it takes a while to detach from that victim's mentality. That's what I call a victim's mentality. And I also realized that it takes a lot of work, self-care books, everything that I did. I bought so many motivational teas, for the gym, and just to retrain my thinking of like I'm also, motivating myself. I have my own motivation. Like it was just like anything to help me to realize that like I'm not by myself. You know what I mean? There's things, self-care books and all those things that I did for my mental health. I'm so grateful for that, that this song is a testimony of like saying, especially men who are scrutinized by the public because of them seeking help. It's like, no, like I stand for therapy. I stand for 988. I stand for suicide prevention because, again, there's so many people who are resorting to suicide, and my desire is for my story to tell people, to help other people not resort to suicide, because there's so many people that have stories that like they short themselves in a sense because they feel like they're not enough, and then they're not able to contribute, what I mean, their gifts to the world and give something because they committed suicide, and that breaks my heart because there's so many people resources out there to get help now compared to nowadays, and it's just like there's still people who have issues with self-worth. And you know my mission is also to get in these spaces, whether Zoom, virtually, or just in person, to continue reminding people like you are enough. Like I just did a gig a couple days ago, and I that's the last thing I said. It's like no matter what you mental hardships you're going through, you are still enough. Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like people don't hear it enough to the point where they, you know what I mean? Because people are still committing suicide. So, sometimes people are not reminded that they are enough as they are because they're so judged, and they're not in the right spaces with the right people, and they're not getting enough support maybe at home. So, it's so easy to resort to that. And it's like for me, making songs like this is just like my desire that it gets shared and it gets, the message really comes across. And that's why I'm so like meticulous in just getting lyrics, because again, knowing like what I've been through, to be able to say, even though we go through all these hard times, and the song is about empowering others to say I'm not alone. Like someone else is going through the same thing. Like, wow, you know what I mean? And it's to really confide in other people. So, going through the same thing, and being okay with not being okay, but also being okay to get the help. And that's what I, in a sense, preach in my music, is to get the help that you deserve, because it's so healing to get the help that you deserve, rightfully so, and to be able to say, okay, You know what I mean? So, thank you so much for listening. I know that was a long spiel, but again, that's not there's not enough people talking about it to. That's why I feel led to like speak on it as much as I get the inspiration to. Because again, a lot of people are going through so many different things mentally that we don't know about because they're not saying it and they're not on social media posting about it. So you automatically see their highlight reel and think, oh, they're living this lavish lifestyle. You don't know what they're going through behind a closed door. So again, show grace, have be empathetic to people who are struggling, especially during the holidays, and yeah, just reach out to someone and just check in and say how are you. It's such a great gesture just to be willing to just ask somebody how they're doing. Again, because you don't know what people are going through. So it's just a reminder that you are not alone. And my desire is that this song, you know, really switches the narrative for you and reminds you that you are not alone in your situation and to always get the help that you deserve.